Hello, everyone, and welcome. So, if you're with a Turkish medical device company and you're searching for that next big high growth market, then you have definitely come to the right place. In this explainer, we're going to unpack a complete strategic guide for entering one of Asia's most exciting healthcare markets, Vietnam. Just take a look at that skyline. It really captures the sheer energy of Vietnam right now, doesn't it? The economy is absolutely booming. The middle class is growing fast, and with that comes a surging demand for quality healthcare. This isn't just another market, it's a massive opportunity just waiting to be seized. So here's our game plan. We've got a 4-part roadmap to walk you through everything. We'll kick things off with the incredible size of the opportunity, then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the regulatory process, explore why partnerships are so critical, and finally, wrap it all up with a playbook just for you, with your first steps. Okay, let's jump right in. Section 1, the opportunity. And really, this is all about the numbers, the hard data that shows why Vietnam isn't just another option on the list, but a strategic imperative for your company's growth. First up, the headline number. We are talking about a market valued at an estimated $2.1 billion just next year. I mean, this is a substantial market with a very clear and very rapidly growing need for the exact kind of technology you provide. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. Take a look at the structure of that market. A staggering 90% of all medical devices in Vietnam are imported. Think about that. This isn't a market where you have to fight against entrenched local manufacturers. No, it's a market that is actively seeking out and relying on international partners. The door is wide open. And this isn't just some flash in the pan. The market is projected to grow year on year at a rate of 8.5%, all the way through 2030. What that means is, getting in now allows you to ride this powerful wave of sustained, long-term growth. So what's fueling all this incredible growth? Well, it's a combination of some really powerful forces. You've got the government pouring over $5 billion into upgrading hospitals. The private hospital sector is just exploding, growing at over 15% a year. You've got a rising, health-conscious middle class demanding better care. And on top of all that, trade agreements are making it easier to do business. The opportunity is huge. That's crystal clear. But how do you actually get your products into the country and approved for sale? Okay, let's break down the regulatory pathway. It might seem a little complex at first, but it's a very well-defined process. Yep, there's paperwork involved. Of course there is. But don't think of this as a barrier. Think of it more as a clear set of instructions. With the right local partner and a smart approach, this is a very manageable process. The key player you need to know is the Ministry of Health, or the MOH, and specifically a department under them called the IMDA. They're basically the gatekeepers, and they manage all the registrations under a regulation known as Decree 98. And this slide lays out the core process in 4 simple steps. First, you classify your device based on risk, from low-risk Class A, think tongue depressors, all the way up to high-risk Class D, like pacemakers. Second, and this is a must, you have to appoint a local authorized representative. Third, you get your technical file or dossier ready. And finally, you submit everything through their official online portal. So getting your documents in order is absolutely crucial. Think of this slide as the backbone of your entire submission. Your ISO 1345 certification and a CE mark will make things so much smoother. For those higher-risk devices, remember to get your instructions translated into Vietnamese. And you'll want to get started early on the legal documents, like a power of attorney and a free sales certificate. All right, now that we've covered the process, let's talk about the people. Because honestly, beyond all the paperwork, your success in Vietnam is going to come down to the partnerships you build and how well you understand the local business culture. When it comes to distribution, you've basically got 2 main channels. On one side, you have the big state-owned enterprises, or SOEs. They dominate the public hospital tenders and work on huge volumes but with lower margins. On the other side, you have private distributors. They're more agile, they're growing fast, and they're focused on private clinics and higher-margin specialty products. Your strategy will probably need a bit of both. And this is just a fundamentally important insight. Business in Vietnam is built on trust and relationships. It's not just about who has the best price or the fanciest product specs. Your Vietnamese partners will want to know who they're working with. Investing time to build that personal connection, sharing a meal, asking about their family, that's non-negotiable. It's what turns a simple transaction into a real partnership. All right, let's put all the pieces together. In this final section, we're going to outline an actionable playbook designed specifically for Turkish companies like yours to really capitalize on this amazing opportunity. Just look at this chart. Right now, Turkey's current market share is less than 1%. You could look at that and think it's a disadvantage, but I see it as a colossal, untapped opportunity. There is so much room to grow, and you have some very distinct advantages to help you do it. So where are the sweet spots? Well, first, there is a major gap in the mid-range market, and that's where Turkish quality at a competitive price point is a perfect fit. Second, the demand for high-volume disposables is just endless. Third, you can offer complete modernization packages to that booming private hospital sector. And finally, the rapid growth in private dental and lab clinics creates another huge opening.
Okay, here it is, your checklist to get started. First, book a spot at the Vietnam MediPharm exhibition. It's the place to meet everyone. Second, start the legalization process for your key documents now. Seriously, it takes time. Third, begin your search for that crucial local partner immediately. And finally, really nail down your message so you can clearly communicate why your quality and service are superior.
And that's our deep dive. The data is clear, the pathway is defined, and the opportunity is absolutely immense. This is not a market you want to watch from the sidelines. The real question you should be asking your team is, how quickly can we get started? Thanks for tuning in.